Hi, I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel. Not so long ago, the thought of having multiple income streams, multiple jobs, was considered strange or distasteful. One job, one employer, 9 to 5, was the right way to earn a living. The idea of making money on the side was often seen as a sign of money mismanagement or disloyalty to your employer. But take a look at this. This is a screenshot of my grocery spending last year from January to July. I use Quicken. They don't sponsor me. Now, I haven't moved or changed my eating habits or my shopping preferences, but take a look at this. It's a screenshot of my grocery spending from this year, from January to July. Yeah, don't spend too much time focusing on how much I'm spending or on what. It is what it is. Focus more on the difference of $1,100 year over year over the same period of time, last year to this year. $1,100, my grocery bill's gone up. But the times, they are a-changing. I was chatting with a family friend a little while ago at a family event. He's 24. He's got a university degree in business from a good university, and he's got a good job in business-related stuff. And he is dating my family member, who is also 24. She also has a degree in business from a good university, and she's got a good job in a business-related field. And they just got back from apartment hunting when I met up with them. And so, they are on their way. They're starting out in their 24-year-old lives. I'm a little bit jealous of them, but yeah, they're on their way, right? Well, you know what he told me? He said they both have side gigs, both of them. He referees in a sports league after work and on weekends, and she pet sits. And they funded their recent trip to France for a family wedding with their side hustle money. So there's Gen Z having no problem whatsoever with getting a side hustle, a second job, a part-time job in order to supplement their income. My parents' generation, they're not boomers, they're pre-war. My parents, I'm the oldest of the Gen X. I'm born in 1965. My parents' generation, they could retire on one 30-year company pension and a small government pension. Anything they had managed to save on the side was just considered, frosting on top. By comparison, the reality that people like me are facing today, I'm just a few years from retirement. It's quite different. In fact, in 2024, Canadians can look forward to a maximum monthly pension of $1,365 from CPP, the Canada Pension Plan, if they start taking it at age 65, with the average monthly take-home being just $816. US, UK, Australia, Kiwiland, you guys are all comparable with your government pensions, what the maximum is versus what the average take-home is. It's all very comparable. With life expectancies getting longer and longer these days, the average non-smoking woman in Canada can expect to live until about 83 years of age. Men a little bit less. But both of my parents have already beat those numbers. And they're healthy and still with it. As a matter of fact, they just got home from a cruise around the British Isles, and they're already planning another cruise to Hawaii next year. So realistically speaking, I could live to be 83 or more, I hope. So people like me these days, looking forward to retirement, are often healthier, more vibrant, and certainly looking at this phase 3 of life with a different mentality. We're viewing retirement as an opportunity to try new things, to travel, to thrive. Additional income streams can help support those goals. According to a 2023 Pew Research report, the number of adults over the age of 65 who are working is almost twice the number that were working 35 years ago. Consulting or part-time work in retirement lets you withdraw less from your savings, potentially delay taking your government pension, and your investments have more time to grow. Lots of us also pursue work and other activities just to keep us from going stir crazy. I mean, if you have 8 hours in the day suddenly unallocated because you're retired now, I guess you could read or go for a walk, but you might need some small amount of mental stimulation. I mean, you're used to having your day full. A side gig can do that. Also, most people over age 55 want to live in their home, age in place. I know I do. 80% wish to live in their own home, and 71% of older adults who are not living in their own home wish they could. With home health aides costing $30 to $80 an hour, planning for in-home care may require working longer to build the nest egg to pay for it, and making renovations to make a home more accessible or single-story livable are also expensive. Once again, a part-time job can make life as a senior a little more manageable. But if you're all set with things to do in the gap that your job used to take up in your day, and you don't feel the need to flex your brain or hire in help, there's always the prospect of greater financial security. Income diversification can help spread risk. Having multiple streams of income reduces financial stress and anxiety. And I know all about this. By spreading your income sources across multiple channels, you don't have to rely on just one source. Being a solo, all I have is one source, and it's me. So having multiple streams coming to me is a nice thing. This is especially valuable in times of economic uncertainty or when something unexpected pops up, like you lose your job. Once again, me. Or you need to replace a roof or replace your car, anything like that. You may also have been a little bit slow on the savings front. Many people did not save enough for retirement and are struggling to make ends meet. Having a side hustle when you're retired can give you financial freedom and flexibility. You can use the money to pay off debts, save, invest, or take off to Scotland. So I've got my little YouTube empire started. Feel free to like and subscribe if you like my videos. And I heartily suggest that you look into a side gig, not to replace your current income, but to add to it. So what to do? Well, seriously, the possibilities are endless in this day and age. To start with, I'm just going to start with the obvious, a YouTube channel. I mean, if I can do it, you can do it. I've got an entire series on how I got monetized. I'll put a link to the playlist in the description box below. And feel free to subscribe to my Patreon. That's where I give updates and analytics on my YouTube journey, how it's going. And there's a really great community of kindred spirits who are all trying to build and grow their YouTube channels as well. Great support there. And again, I'll leave a link to that in the description. And I'll tell you one YouTuber that is just killing it right now. Gaming Grandma Shirley Curry. She is 88 years old, and she has 1.3 million subscribers to her channel. Shirley lives in a retirement community, and she streams Skyrim regularly on YouTube. That's a video game. She specializes in two-handed weapons and archery. She's got merch, she's got 4 blogs, a Patreon, and a gaggle of grandkids and great-grandkids who must think that they have won the grandma lottery. Or what about something like my Gen Z family entrepreneurs from earlier? Reffing at kids or adults' sports games, pet sitting. It's easy enough if you have the sporting background or like animals. Online tutoring is a really easy one too, especially if you have the skills, the knowledge, or perhaps a language to share. If you're handy or like being outdoors, why not advertise as a handyman or offer home garden maintenance services? I've got a friend who took up wood carving in his retirement. He had never done it before, and he now travels around selling his beautiful little creations at all of the local craft fairs. He took up wood carving as a hobby. And I don't think that it's a hobby anymore because, well, look! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Look at them! He's got quite a little side gig going. I also have several neighbors who are talented in working with textiles and with glass, and they do the same thing. Craft fairs selling all of their wares. If you're crafty, why not try to monetize your hobby? Give it a shot. Love to cook? Try catering. Set up your own business, or look around for a local catering company and ask if they need help. Or perhaps a YouTube channel devoted to your culinary delights. You could be a tour guide, or a wedding photographer, or a pet photographer. I know a woman in my area who loves to take wildlife pictures, and I live in a good place for taking wildlife pictures, so she is very good. But she makes money from her side gig of taking pictures of people and their pets for special occasions and holidays. And there are so many digital gigs out there. To work from home on a computer, if you're computer literate, I can't even list those. But I did Google side hustles for seniors, and I'm going to list a few of the links that I think are kind of cool with lots and lots of ideas. So get out there and leave me a comment.